Hey, what's going on, guys? SmackTalk team is back with the People's Podcast for this Sunday's pay-per-view, WWE Hell in a Cell. I believe the hashtag is HIAC if you're on Twitter. Of course, all our social media will be in the links of this video. And of course, we're ready. We're here to give you our predictions because that's what we do. We had our predictions for WrestleMania Backlash. At the moment, I'll just say I'm currently in the lead in the standings because I'm inside of VA. That's what I do. But yeah, what are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling about Hell in a Cell? And of course, if you guys don't know already, Timo, Macho Man, Matty Savage, Dango, and I'm inside of VA. But let me hear your thoughts about Hell in a Cell this Sunday.
Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell. Where do I start? I mean, it's one of the most hellacious structures of all of WWE. We got two matches in the chamber, in the Hell in a Cell. I mean, I'm excited for those matches because, one, Rey Mysterio is going to get his fucking ass whooped. Yeah, hopefully right into retirement. Now, on the Raw side of things, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, they've been fighting for many, many months. It's got to end here. That's my thoughts so far.
So I think I say this every time, but I hate the whole pay-per-view being centered around Hell in a Cell, and all the storylines kind of suck and don't fit the Hell in a Cell structure. It's the most hellacious structure. You just heard Macho Man, Matty Savage, and none of these feuds really scream like that they need a Hell in a Cell. It feels kind of like put together. I miss the days when, man, these two dudes are going at it. We can't contain them. We need to put them in timeout, stick them in the Hell in a Cell. And I feel like the timing just doesn't work out like that anymore.
I couldn't agree with both of you guys anymore. This whole entering the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view has just been so flat because, like Timo said, there's no meaning. It's not like they need to be half of these matches. It's just Backlash, but with a cage over it. Like, no one cares anymore. Man, they had such good shit leading up to this pay-per-view, and now it's like it's forced. Rey Mysterio somehow gets a title match with Roman Reigns. Bro, what?
Yeah. I agree with what Tim is saying. I don't know why they brought Hell in a Cell to the month of June. This is a first for them.
Right, yeah.
It will always be in October. I mean, there is the rumor that a Saudi Arabia pay-per-view will be coming back later this year because we're with the crowds and stuff like that. I know how whack it is and lame. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what takes the October spot. I'm just surprised because usually it's Money in the Bank is usually June or July. It looks like it's going to be July this year. And I'm already looking forward to that pay-per-view as opposed to this one because, you know, Money in the Bank is always that. You know, who's going to be the next briefcase guy? You know, but that's Money in the Bank. That's
for something.
Hell in a Cell is the reason why we're here. There are 5 announced matches at this moment of this podcast, so we're going to go through 5. And, of course, we have some bonus points to go along with our matches. So let's start off with the first match. We got my girl, Alexa Bliss, versus the Ace of Spades or whatever she likes to call himself.
The Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades. You know what? A spade's a spade. Shayna Baszler is facing Alexa Bliss. They started off this feud when Reginald was always getting involved with Shayna's matches and Nia Jax's matches because obviously that's Nia Jax's love interest or whatever's going on there. And every time Reginald will get involved, explosion on the turnbuckle. Clearly it's Alexa Bliss with the mind games. And then a playground happened, or Shayna stepped on Lily the doll, and now this leads to a matchup this Sunday. What do you guys think? Who do you guys have winning?
Let me start. It's pretty simple here. I mean, if you guys haven't been listening, Raw recaps, 3 hours, 15 minutes of your time. It's really that simple, guys. And I know you guys listen. I need everybody that's listening to us to listen to that as well. Because I broke down this fucking feud over the past month or however fucking long it's been going. And man, I don't know, BA, if you've really seen here, are they writing off Lily altogether? Because Alexa Bliss mentioned on this past Monday night that she was putting Lily to rest because WWE was heading back on the road. So is that the end of that? Have you heard anything there? I need to know before I make this pick.
I have not heard anything there. I'm actually waiting to see when the Fiend returns. That's where I stand with whatever's going on with Alexa Bliss playground.
Well, I'm sure you know the rumor on that, but we'll talk about that at a later time. Coming back to this match, man, Shayna Baszler was indestructible, man. Back in NXT, when she first came up to the main roster, she fucking ran through every woman in the Elimination Chamber. You guys remember that shit?
Oh, I do. Liv Morgan, right off the
My,
chamber.
how the mighty have fallen. Alexa Bliss, got to get the win here. Got to give her credit for what she has been doing on a weekly basis. Even her match against Nia Jax, I mean, that was like a David versus Goliath type of shit that you saw on Raw this past week. And Alexa looked damn good with with the offense that she was able to do. And I mean, at this point, unfortunately for Shayna Baszler, she's just a stepping stone for Alexa Bliss as she heads into a better position to get back into the Raw Women's title picture. Alexa Bliss got the dub.
So this has been on my chest a while. I just don't like these gimmicks with superpowers and the supernatural and the spooky dooky shit. I hate it. It's the best part of the Fiend was the Firefly Funhouse. It would hype it up each week. Bray Wyatt in character, the duality of it all, and then every time you got the Fiend matches, the entrance is cool. The effects are cool, and the matches absolutely suck. The endings absolutely suck. They make you just wonder, what the hell did I just watch? In a bad way. Like, the matches were not great. Whoever booked them or came up with the creative ending for those matches sucked. And I don't want to see that happen to Alexa Bliss, and I think that's the road they're going down. Like, how is she going to win? Is it going to be some turning off the lights and Shayna Baszler calls her mommy because she's afraid of the dark all of a sudden? That's another thing that's bothering me is Shayna Baszler got called up to be this killer. She was choking people out. She was scary, and now she's the one who's afraid. It's just, I don't know. They've really botched her character. We've all harped on it a little bit. But getting
when
back
she
to
bit someone?
yeah,
Remember that shit?
was it not Asuka, right? No.
Was it Asuka? I can't remember, but I just remember the blood coming on.
Was
She was
that
scary.
Asuka or she could have been Asuka or Charlotte early on. But yeah, I don't know. She was supposed to be a beast, and then when you team her up with Nia Jax, they're kind of unbeatable, and now you have her feuding with Alexa Bliss. I just miss Alexa Bliss when she was champion. Not the best in the ring, but very good. Her finisher is fire. Like, that's what makes a good champion, not this spooky dookie crap. So I think Alexa Bliss wins. I don't know where Shayna goes from here. Hopefully they don't make it too embarrassing for her.
She bit Becky Lynch. That's who it was.
Oh, Becky Lynch.
Yeah. I think that's the longest I've ever heard Timo go off on Alexa Bliss. Ever. That's incredible. I got Alexa Bliss winning this. I will say Alexa Bliss, not on her own doing. The product has been just stale. I just don't think Shayna Baszler was the person you needed in that duo. It's just like seeing Shayna fake being scared, but like she's trying to look like she's scared. Not a good actress. It's so played out. You know she's a badass.
She looks scary looking scared.
Yeah, and that don't work. you can't be the other. So I think it's just the wrong person for this feud. I'm hoping this is the last of Shayna Baszler, but at the same time, it's when Shayna Baszler got paired up with Nia Jax, it diminished. I think it diminished the scary, tough Shayna Baszler. I think it just killed her character with being on a tag team for no reason, you know?
Yep. So, I have a few things to talk about with Alexa Bliss and this matchup and everything that's going on. As we all know, Raw has been pretty bad the past, I don't know how long it's been bad, but it's been pretty bad. And if you guys want to know what the grades, what Matty Savage's grade is, of course, go on ahead on listen to his Raw recaps on our Spotify and, of course, on Apple Podcasts. Correct, Matty?
It's on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. I mean, you're looking for a platform to listen to it. It's that simple. It's there.
There it is. There's the plug for the show. So, Alexa Bliss, the difference between Alexa's Playground and the Firefly Funhouse is you can see that the Firefly Funhouse is being written by Bray Wyatt. Alexa's Playground is being written by Vince McMahon. And you can see that Vince McMahon is changing the script every single week, every single hour, every single minute. He just doesn't know what to do. He has a tough time going from here to here and not touching it. Because everything that Alexa was hinting at a few weeks ago with the red, the nightmare, right? Maddie talked about the nightmare potentially being Rhea Ripley, or the red, her favorite color is red. Where in Shayna Baszler does that make any sense? Is she a nightmare? Does she wear any red? I don't know. It's like nothing.
She's the devil.
Nothing is just making sense. There's no like continuation of like what's said the week prior. When Bray Wyatt was writing his material, it all made sense. It all intertwined because Bray Wyatt's a freaking creative genius. Now, I'm not saying this is Alexa Bliss's fault. She's doing the best of what she has. However, here we are. We have Shayna Baszler, who was a badass. I mean, I don't know what's going on. And this Sunday, I have Alexa Bliss winning just because, she's being built as this untouchable monster. But we all know what happened to The Fiend when he was an untouchable monster. He got speared by Goldberg in Saudi Arabia. Sorry, I have to bring that up again because it still hurts. But that's just WWE product for you. The main roster is just, I don't think it's terrible. It's just being run into the ground by Mr. McMahon. Every time an NXT superstar comes up, Shayna Baszler came up, and now what are you, Shayna Baszler? Good job. You were a tag team champion with Nia Jax. Good.
Oh, God. Just going to touch on Alexa Bliss one more. Just one real quick. Well, there's only 5 matches, so listen. Man, if Alexa Bliss loses, which I don't think she is going to, but if that happens, how badly does that affect her, like, moving forward? I personally think it's a big hit to her character, only because the pay-per-views when she had mind control over the Fiend, that just made me think, wow, Alexa Bliss is going to be one of those powerful, badass chicks, But, man, she's taking L's.
They've literally
killer, man.
They had everything they could do correct, and instead they did everything wrong. And like when she had that Nikki Cross tag team, and then she got possessed by the Fiend, and then obviously she had to continue on the Randy Orton storyline when Bray Wyatt went on his hiatus. Nikki Cross is literally just running around like an idiot right now, getting these wins. When the Twisted Sister of NXT was a great gimmick, and they could have brought that back and rejuvenized her career on the main roster with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss could have tapped into Nikki Cross's twisted mind. Instead, they don't know what they're writing every single week, and that's the problem. So
it's so simple of a fix too. Oh, sorry.
Hold on. If we're going the route of, what Bray Wyatt had done in his run as the Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse, and how he basically transformed people back into their ways. If this is what Alexa's doing, and it's going to make Shayna Baszler be that badass bitch again and stop fucking shit up, including her former partner Nia Jax, then cool, I'll allow this. But
so far, she's just afraid of the dark.
Hey. So far, it's 0 for 1 because of Nikki Cross. If Nikki Cross comes back as a Twisted Sister, whatever twisted chick she want to be,
Sister of NXT,
then she should have done that. Was the time, and they could have just started a slow. Huh?
That's the first competitor she should have done it
I
to.
know. That would have been such an easy thing. And
Like,
then you do the same with Shayna. Bang, it goes right back.
yeah.
He
And,
walks out on Nia, and bang, that's how they lose the belt. Blah, blah, blah. It gets
right.
so easy.
It's like all you got to do is let SmackTalk be a creative team for Raw and SmackDown, and you'll have a great product every single week. You'll have the ratings. That's all you got to do. Hashtag get us on WWE. I don't know if that's a hashtag, but
You just made that shit up.
I just made it up on the fly.
What we
So
got next, VA?
we got SmackDown Women's Championship, and I can't wait to talk about this, so I'm going to start it off. Bianca Belair versus Bayley. I'm already over this. I'm not saying Bianca Belair is doing a terrible job, and it's not her fault. It's just, I mean, you're the EST of WWE, right? And what exactly am I ESTing about? Like, what's so cool about Bianca Belair? That's all you say. I'm the EST event of WWE, and she whips her hair around. That's her gimmick. That's what she does, and she's the champ now. I'm not saying I'm done with Bianca Belair as a champ. I'm not saying. I will say, though, when she got called up, I did not like her. I grew to like her with her run into WrestleMania because she won the Rumble, and I actually enjoyed watching her perform and stuff like that. Now she's the champ. Now, to be the dog, you got to, getting to the title is not easy, but at the same time, holding the title is harder, is what I'm trying to say is I don't think Bayley, this whole feud, whatever it's going on, Ding Dong, the Bayley Show, or whatever it is, I'm just over this feud, and I hope it doesn't continue on to Money in the Bank. And it probably is going to, unless Sasha Banks miraculously returns this Sunday, because, we're going back to live crowds in July, so why not get all the big dogs back out there, because, Edge is going to be coming back too. So, hey. But, yeah, I got Bianca Belair winning this matchup.
Yeah, I got to go with Bianca Belair on this one as well. Love what Bayley's bringing to the table, man. I don't care if it's ding dong, hello, and stupid. I mean, she has morphed her character into something worth watching. I mean, it's no more of the hugs and kisses and all that gay shit. She is a badass now, and I like it. Would I rather see her win this? Honestly, I would. Give me Bianca Belair. I'm sorry. Give me Bayley versus Sasha Banks again, because that shit was good. I agree with the points you brought up, BA. Bianca Belair's run so far as the champ has been it's been there, and that's really about it.
Has it been Kofi Mania?
Hell no.
Like that?
Hell no. Not even close.
So
trending.
Part of it is I think it's tough to build. It's tough to build a title reign with the women's roster on SmackDown right now because she beat Sasha, and now she's feuding with Bayley. And I like Maddie. I like Bayley. Macho Man Maddie Savage likes Bayley's character, what it's become. I like it as well. Ding Dong Ditch is stupid, but fun stupid.
It's
like
Ding Dong Hello.
Ding Dong Ditch Hello. Yeah, that shows how stupid it is, but it's kind of entertaining.
Yes.
Like she's an entertaining character, and when she was a champ, I actually didn't like her run. Her run was very kind of boring, low key. You couldn't wait for her to lose. I mean, she was a good heel, but that's the trouble in having you build the title reign with Bayley. It's not gonna make that reign shine. You need a big opponent. You need like Sasha Banks to come, like a rematch, a big built-up rematch with Sasha Banks, or you need Becky Lynch come back, maybe put Bianca Belair over one, have a really good feud that way. But I just feel like they're not booking her to make like a strong. She's not making a strong run. She doesn't look like a strong champion, even though how she won was very strong. So it's kind of been a letdown, starting to lose some steam. And I have her winning. So hopefully the next plan for her has to be much better, or she's going to be dropping the title soon.
I agree. I got Bianca Belair winning because she kind of really needs to win to stay in the talks. Right now, Bayley has the women's division and SmackTalk. She's got it. I mean, SmackDown. She's got it on her back. Definitely, if Bianca Belair don't win this one, I unfortunately don't. I don't think you'll hear as much as you won't see as what we're getting right now, and it's not a test to her in-ring capabilities. Obviously, it's because she's got there's no charisma in her feud right now that I think she needs to build this one up and get this dub so she stays on the talks. Man, that's it. Man.
So that's SmackDown Women's side, and now we got the Raw Women's Championship: Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Matt, you want to start? I see you doing there, or I can start. I can start talking, and I'm going to be talking some smack because that's what smack
I'll
talk.
start.
Go ahead, Matt.
Charlotte Flair.
Wow.
Wow.
And I'll tell you why. Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley, man, another one. It's not working. I mean, you've got the piped in booze now and all that shit, and whether she's a babyface or whether she's a heel, it ain't doing it for me right now on Raw. You need Charlotte Flair to be a champion with the fans coming back and rebuild again Rhea Ripley for another rematch with the fans and maybe as a babyface. But man, Charlotte is the division, man, and it's. I know. I mean, the right thing to do here is for her to take the loss and really prop up Rhea Ripley, but she didn't lose at the last pay-per-view. She didn't get pinned, and she beat Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. So Charlotte ain't losing.
So I'm going to start off not talking about either person in this match. I'm going to talk about Nikki Cross, who beat both of these competitors. So what does that all mean? In the world of WWE, nothing. Someone just beat the champion and the number one contender and isn't even considered like a contender at all in the division. It's just like, oh, she won. Like her wins don't actually matter, which just
You got to go to Smack.
one of the cosmic problems of WWE, like just all encompassing that makes things so frustrating, is wins and losses don't really matter. They don't lead to anything most of the time. But anyway, back to the match. Charlotte is just on another level. It's not fair to the rest of the roster that she is so damn good. People complain about her always getting these shots, but just look what's happening. She's that good. You want to put the belt on her every time. You want her to carry the show. And that's not disrespecting any of the other women. It's just right now Charlotte is in her own league. But I don't think they're going to take the belt off Rhea Ripley. I think if they would put it on Charlotte, they would wait for the crowd to be back. I feel like that would be a bigger moment. And going forward with Rhea Ripley, I'd like to see how she is when the crowd comes back as well, because I feel like that would be part of her mojo, because she's just such like a high energy person when possible, and it's tougher for her without the crowd. So I'd like to see maybe how she does when the crowd comes back. But I have Rhea Ripley retaining, and Charlotte's going to get that belt back when the crowd comes back.
So would you have them have a rematch again?
Maybe eventually. Maybe Charlotte. Imagine like Charlotte with the Money in the Bank, just boss lady. That's a way you could have the division focus around her without having the belt on her, and then she's going to get it back with the crowd. I'm just throwing out ideas. Maybe Becky Lynch returns. That's another idea. But we're talking Hell in a Cell.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I actually have Rhea Ripley retaining here, and the reason why I asked that because I made that decision because I knew I could watch that again. I can watch Rhea versus Charlotte one more time, and it won't kill me as much as other rematches have in the past. So I agree. I think the crowd plays such a crucial factor to these two females that they need to have this match again with the crowd. So, sorry, Charlotte Flair. You know, I think you're the number one in the division always, but I have you taking the L here.
So I mean, it's tough. It's another Rhea Ripley, like Matt said. is going through what Bianca Belair is going through, as far as like they're both champs and they're both getting stale. When Drew McIntyre was champ, he was getting stale eventually towards his end. Bobby Lashley, I don't think he's getting stale yet. Just wait.
Bro.
Wait. I'm trying to.
I'll save it for that match. Go ahead.
I'm building the picture. So WWE does not know how to build a champion unless your name is Roman Reigns.
Or Bobby Lashley.
Yet. Just wait. You're eventually going to get sick of the Bobby Lashley crap. Just like we all got sick of the Jinder Mahal crap. We all got sick of, I know. We all got sick of Becky Lynch, the man. It got a little stale towards the end of the man. As my opinion, it was getting stale towards the end of the man. Rhea Ripley, champ for what, 2 months? Already getting there. Bianca Belair, already there. United States and Intercontinental champion. I'm sorry. Sheamus, and who is the Intercontinental? Apollo Crews. Stale.
Hey. Don't be dogging Sheamus like that. He's got a broken nose.
All I'm saying is a title doesn't mean anything anymore unless your name is Roman Reigns and it's around your waist. That's what I'm trying to say. They do not know how to build a champion who's a champion already. Like, it's just because the crap they write. I remember back in the day, you had The Rock, Stone Cold, all Triple H. They all had the title and it meant something. Look at it now. It just feels like the value of like the dollar. Having a championship belt doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. It doesn't. It's just the way I see it. I have Rhea Ripley retaining because it's just the way the script has been written for the past who knows how long. It's stale. Don't care. Keep going. But moving on now to what Maddie. I love Bobby Lashley. I'm not saying he's stale, but I'm just saying with the trend WWE has been, I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes stale. Roman Reigns, before he was heel, was always stale as champ, just because I never liked Roman Reigns. But now he is the tribal chief. Acknowledge him, please. But we're talking about the WWE Championship match. It is a last chance Hell in a Cell. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. If Drew McIntyre, of course, loses this match, he can no longer challenge Bobby Lashley as long as he's champion. So, who wants to start?
I will take the horns here. Man, how do you make a record that much worse or that much more pathetic? You make one of these stipulations that you never get to wrestle the champion. You never get to wrestle Bobby Lashley if he's a champion. That is whack. What if you're the number one contender? Like, what? That means nothing. They tried pulling this whole Cody Rhodes thing, and they put this spin on it, and it's terrible. Like, Drew McIntyre, where is he gonna go? Like, he is a heavyweight. He's got the perfect heavyweight body for that belt. You didn't tell me that's what they went with inside of Hell in a Cell. Your last chance Hell in a Cell. Oh, it just makes Hell in a Cell seem so weak. But let me digress a little bit. I have Bobby Lashley taking this dub only because Bobby Lashley is the second most important person WWE has right now. But he's holding his number 2 spot, man. He is the number 1 most important person on a Monday night. That man just carrying, man. He's got everything going for him right now. This is probably the swaggest group that is on TV. I got Bobby Lashley.
So going to that stipulation, it's like Vince McMahon has like the devil and the angel on the side of him, and the devil is always in his ear, make another rematch, make another rematch, make another rematch, and then the angel's like, I'm out of ideas. You can't put them together, and if he loses, no more rematches. It's like a way for him to box himself out from creating another rematch, which if that's what he has to do, because Raw pay-per-views, I feel like I've seen the same same 10 matches for the past year. I don't know how many more times I could see Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. I don't know how many more times these tag teams are going to have rematches every single week. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. Let's get something fresh. And if you have to come up with these stupid stipulations where if you lose, you can't have the rematch, good. I just don't want to see a rematch.
Problem is, they're not going to stick to the stipulation.
I know.
They never do. Like, oh, John's fired. Guess what? You're back Monday.
That's the worst part for me. That is what hurts my heart, really.
So that is why if Drew McIntyre wins, that stipulation doesn't matter. But I don't have Drew McIntyre winning. Bobby Lashley's going to retain. I have a really good source. He's on Twitter. You should follow him. Insider BA. He heard a rumor that no belts will change hands. I'm going to go with my guy Insider BA. So Bobby Lashley retains.
Bobby Lashley all day, every day, man. As Dan Ghost said, he is the number 2 guy in the company right now. He is the reason for watching Monday Night Raw, even though it's tough to get through 3 hours.
Amen.
Man, him and MVP, when they cut the fat and they got rid of Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, they've only gone up from there as a unit together, as the Hurt Business. Man, the rumors and everything you're starting to see, though, I'm going to digress a little bit and talk quickly about Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods. You've been watching the backstage segment with MVP. He's getting something going there, man. And it won't surprise me if something happens at this pay-per-view that involves one of them helping out Bobby Lashley to retain. I don't think so, but just don't be surprised if you see it, because I don't think it's going to be Kofi that's going to go heel. I think it's going to be Xavier. The more I'm watching it, the more I'm seeing MVP dogging on Xavier.
Big time.
Xavier Woods is going to join the Hurt Business and see the way. But coming back to Bobby Lashley, man, he's killing the game. He wears some swag-ass suits. He's got all the hoes around him now. He's got the MVP lounge, the VIP lounge. He's got it. He has been waiting for this moment for years. And you can't take the title off him.
No.
Not at this point. He needs to have that title with a crowd. And damn it, they might boo him, but there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be cheering him because that motherfucker deserves it. Bobby Lashley, and sorry, Drew McIntyre, go do something else.
So my question, I have Bobby Lashley retaining. There's nothing more to talk about it because you guys hit all the points. Who is the next contender? Who's left?
Kofi. Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston, and then there's your turn with Xavier Woods. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right.
I can smell what you're cooking there, Tim.
I can smell it too. All right. So, speaking of smell what you're cooking, with the rumor of The Rock versus Roman Reigns, here is what I think will be the main event. So I just gave you the bonus. Which match closed the show? Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. He said it himself. Either he starts the show or he ends the show. Plain and simple. He ain't in the middle. Roman Reigns, Hell in a Cell, Universal Championship match versus Rey Mysterio out of nowhere. Take it away, someone.
I'll start this one. At least it's not a rematch, right? All right, so do we really got to talk about anymore? Roman Reigns, he's going to destroy poor Rey Mysterio.
The ultimate underdog. You know, he's beaten people like Batista, and he's been in these big matches back in the day. But, man, everybody's on board. It's the Tribal Chief. Acknowledge him.
His
Roman
poor
Reigns.
son is going to watch his dad get beat up.
Sorry about it. It's just it's not personal. It's business.
And he's gotta get beat up. Fun fact: Rey Mysterio has never been a singles competitor in the Hell in a Cell, as WWE posted their records. Roman Reigns is 3-0-1. That's legit.
The tie through the Hell, or that was a cage match, right? Where they got speared through it, or was that the draw? That was a Hell in a Cell, right?
Yeah, I don't
Brock
know.
Lesnar.
I don't know.
Through the cage.
No finish.
Yeah, that's the 0-1. That's the one.
Match.
Yeah, the controversial finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Roman taking this dub here. I actually agree with Tim that I enjoy that it's not a rematch. It's gonna be fun, and I hope Rey Mysterio really does take his he gets his ass whooped. I'm not
I
trying to be
can't
an
wait.
asshole here. Like
I really can't
take
wait.
one for the team here and just get beat up. You know?
Throw him around like a goddamn rag doll.
Yeah, like I'm talking like Big Show. I mean, I'm talking
Yeah.
like Kane holding Rey Mysterio in a stretcher and killing his ass.
Yep.
Rey
Like
Mysterio's career, that's the picture right there. Bang.
now you can set up Dominic for always getting revenge at Roman for like another 5 years. It has to be a hard hitting match.
Yes.
Roman all day, all day.
I have Roman Reigns retaining the belts. He's gonna go face John Cena. It is the rumored main event for SummerSlam. So, what match closes the show, guys? What do you guys
Roman
have?
Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
I got
Absolutely.
Roman. So, what match, bonus point, opens the show? This is the one that might decide some people's fate.
I
All of
think
them
Charlotte Flair decides my fate, so I'm going Charlotte Flair kicks off the pay-per-view too.
all of them haven't been announced yet, so
This is very true. You know, there could be more.
going to be a tough one. But I'm going to go. They're going to start with a Hell in a Cell match as well. It's going to be Bobby Lashley.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Bobby
like
Lashley.
Tribal
McIntyre.
Chief either starts the show or ends the show. He's never in the middle. So, do they start with Roman or do they start with Bobby? I guess we'll find out. Dango?
I am going Alexa Bliss. I want to get my movie right off the rip. Let's do this.
And I have Bianca Belair versus Bayley. Ding dong. Hello. Welcome to Hell in a Cell. That's what's going to be. Of course, if you aren't already, please follow ahead and follow us on all our social media. Once again, it's in the bottom, the description of this video. If you're listening on Spotify, we appreciate it. If you're on Apple Podcasts, everywhere, whatever Maddie said, it's tough to remember it all. But I am Insider BA, Timo, Macho Man Matty Savage, Dango. We're all signing out. Hell in a Cell is this Sunday. We hope it's a good show. There could be more matches announced. Stay tuned. We're out of here. Peace.
Let's ride.
Late.